Boom! The meteor has hit, and you are entering our fast round. Immediately following this challenge, you will go to Tribal Council, where Alex will ask a few short questions, and you will have a 1-minute open forum to pitch a vote.
Whoa. So let's get right to it, shall we? This challenge is eons or ages. In this challenge, McKenna will hold up a card, and you'll either say the next card will be higher or lower. If you're correct, you move on. If incorrect, you will be given 1 strike. And if you miss again, then you're out of the game. That's simple. We will randomize in order, and then we're going to get it on.
All right. So the first card, Beth, will it be higher or lower than a 5?
Higher.
You are correct.
That's
Julia,
so cute.
higher or lower than a queen?
It's lower, and those are so cute. I love them.
You are correct. It is lower. Joseph.
Joseph got a layup.
It's Jurassic theme.
I guess it's gonna be higher.
Nice.
You are indeed correct. All right, Ava, higher or lower than a 6?
Higher.
It is higher. Meredith, higher or lower than a queen?
I'm gonna go lower.
And you are just barely correct.
Barely correct.
JB, where are we going with this, Jack? Higher or lower?
Lower.
And it is lower. Richard, higher or lower than a 3?
Higher, please.
It is higher. Brien, higher or lower than an 8?
I'm gonna go higher, please.
Ooh,
You
nice.
are higher. Elizabeth, higher or lower than 10?
Lower.
It's lower. Julia, higher or lower?
Good practice round, y'all. That was great. I'll go lower as well.
It's higher. Julia, you have
You
the
can't-
first strike.
You can't say I'm comp beast anymore.
Oh,
right?
what? We get 3
I get
strikes?
to
Is that what it
blow
is?
up.
You get
please.
1 strike. It is higher. Brien, higher or lower than a queen?
Lower, please.
It is a king.
Oh, that's
Brian.
a bad beat.
Gets a strike.
My ass is gonna get a 7.
Lower.
It is lower. Julia.
Is that a 9?
Mhm.
Fuck my drag. Lower.
It is lower. Joseph.
Higher.
Joseph, I hate you.
Great. Ava, higher or lower?
Higher.
It is higher. Meredith, higher or lower?
We'll go lower.
It is lower, but just barely.
Yeah.
JD.
Lower.
It is higher. JB, you have a strike. Richard, higher or lower?
I'm sorry, what is it, a 9?
Yep.
I will take lower, please.
Correct. Ava, 6, higher or lower?
Higher.
Do you want to change your answer?
No, higher.
It's lower. Ava with a strike. Meredith, higher or lower than 2?
We'll go higher.
Correct. JB, higher or lower?
Lower.
It is correct. Richard, higher or lower?
Higher, please.
And you are correct. Ava, higher or lower than 7?
This again. Higher.
And it is lower. The game claims the first victim in Ava. Ava, if you could turn your camera off.
You've been betting games, I swear. Sorry.
Alrighty, so now we are going to Meredith, higher or lower?
Oh, higher, please.
And that is correct, JB.
Lower.
And it's higher. JB gets a strike.
That's his second.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
out.
And JB is out of the game. Richard, this king is for you. Higher or lower?
Lower, please.
And it is lower. Beth gets a strike and is
And
We had a
she's in-
strike. Julia, higher or lower with a 2?
Higher.
It is higher. Joseph.
Higher.
It is lower. It is higher.
Okay.
Brien has a
You got a
queen,
strike.
Yep.
I would like to go lower.
and it is lower.
So does everyone have a strike except Meredith? Is that correct?
Everyone has 1 strike except for Meredith.
All right, Meredith,
lower.
higher or lower than this 10?
Lower.
And it is
Yep.
lower, Richard.
I am going to say lower, please.
Do you want to change your answer?
No. I'm gonna stay with lower.
And it's higher.
Okay.
And Richard is out of the challenge.
It is lower, Joseph.
I gave you a gift, Joseph. I gave you a gift.
It's
Fuck you.
lower.
And Joseph is out of the challenge.
I
Meredith,
hope you liked it.
I'm
hope
gonna
you
go
liked
higher.
it is higher. Brian,
Lower, please.
you said lower, and it is lower. Beth, higher or lower?
Higher.
Julia, we're over to you.
I'll go lower. I'll go Joe and Joseph.
It is
We're
lower.
not joining Joseph yet.
Meredith, higher or lower
Not
than
yet, baby.
5?
Soon.
Higher.
It's lower.
And that's her first strike.
Brian, higher or lower than 3?
Higher, please.
It is higher. Beth,
Lower.
it's higher.
Beth is
Acting.
out of the challenge.
And it is lower. Julia,
Higher.
do you want to change your answer?
No.
It is higher. Meredith at a 6.
Higher.
And it is lower. That takes out
And
Meredith.
Meredith is out of the challenge. We are down to Brian and Julia. Brian,
I would like to go higher than that too, please.
That is correct, Julia.
I'll go lower.
Okay. It is indeed lower, Brian.
Higher, please.
Okay, it is higher.
I'll go. It's a 6. I'll go higher as well.
It is correct, Brian.
Lower.
I hate this game.
It's lower. Julia.
I'm always coming in second place. Just always. I'll go lower.
It's lower. Brian.
I would like to go higher, please.
It's lower. And with that, Julia is the bride and wins individual immunity.
Nice
Congrats, Julia!
Thank you. I'd like to thank my mom and everyone who supported me along the way.
Congratulations, Julia. You are safe at this tribal council. That will be starting in like a minute.
Okay. Well, welcome to Tribal Council. Congratulations, Julia, on winning the fast round immunity challenge. You did say this was the comp you wanted to have, and you get to have immunity by it. Tell me how you feel.
I feel great. It's everything I hoped it would be and more. Just like chicken soup for the soul. The comps I'm best at are the ones that require 0 skill and allow me to sit on the couch. And I finally got one. Thank you. Feels great, especially during this round. Feels great.
For sure. And this round's going to be a little bit different. Like, I'm not going to really point the questions out to people specifically, but I just want to hear it. Because, like, obviously, we saw what happened at the end of last round. We see Erin go out, and we see Erin make a pitch about, there's people out there that have advantages. Like, I'll still probably go out, but, like, you should bank the votes on them, force them to play it. Obviously, we don't see that happen. So, is there a general fear of the advantages out there? Or aren't there?
I think the
And if
more
you-
rounds we go without any kind of advantage being used, the higher likely it's about to be advantage getting. So I'm absolutely nervous.
Well, with that, how do you prevent it? Especially in a round like this where you don't get your 20 minutes to scramble and figure it out. You don't get to figure out secretly who voted where to put the pieces together. So how are you going to do it in this public setting?
With great
I'm gonna
difficulty.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, being silent will not get you the result that you want. So, with that, I'm going to open up this floor for 3 minutes.
1 minute.
I didn't ask a lot of questions.
All right, fine.
3 minutes. Go right now. When I say stop, you're muting and we're going to the vote. The floor is open. Decide the vote.
We can't leave, right?
Nope.
No.
No.
I think realistically, most people know the result they want from this, whether they want to admit it or not. So I don't know how productive this is going to be, especially because I don't know how willing people are going to be to say names or anything. So I will be voting where I think I should tonight, to be with numbers and go from there.
I think I'm kind of feeling the same way. I kind of catch it when you're putting out, as long as it's not putting me out and I'm completely unaware. But yeah, I don't have like security moving forward, and I think some people might.
I think I get what y'all are putting down too, and I've heard rumors that people heard that I have an advantage of some sort. Let me dispel that rumor. I have nothing but myself to offer everybody, the people that I want to work with. If I talk to you, you know that I'm with you, and it's hard because I have allies, and I know we all do, but don't want to go to say I want to vote Alex out. I don't want to go to McKenna right in front of Alex and be like, I want to vote Alex out. It's hard, you know, but I got wall, and it's all love to everybody. However, the round when Emily went home, we were all on the tribe call together, all the people that were there, and then Joseph went to JB, or JB, let's go to Tree Mill. So that makes me think that they are in cahoots. So I am pitching to everybody else. I'm voting for Joseph tonight. And sorry, Joseph, you have won immunities, and I have to do something for myself because I feel I am a target here, and that's where I'm putting my vote tonight. So if anyone else wants to come with me, make a big move, we can do it. And if you're scared of advantages, I have none. So,
Well, full transparency, we're talking about the vote when it was too late about a tie
Yeah.
happening. So that's kind of where that
I mean, we
fell
just had
apart.
someone that served themselves up on a silver platter that says they have nothing. The door is wide open, guys. He just offered himself up on a silver platter. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I know I won 2 in a row, but I didn't go great that round. I mean, that was luck for most people. But there's going to be other challenges other than ones that have been extremely physical.
When it's a mukbang, y'all are toast.
Like, I have terrible memory and I can't do math.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, just realistically, like my Meredith and Brien, are we done? Whatever.
Yeah,
Are just gonna be
8
down in
seconds.
numbers, and are just keep going down in numbers. So like,
I'll stick to
realistically,
original
just trying to,
people.
like, hop
Julian
on
Richard,
the
I'm still good with
train.
you. JB, I'm still good with you.
What-
Just don't vote me and we're good.
some of them are on the bottom.
Cut it
on
off.
that
And
part.
with that, everyone go to mute. It is time to vote.
In the last round, I'm gonna do it again because get we ball. I want to mark this bitch like Sheehan on Amber, but they were stupid, hoping these people won't be. I will also again be voting for Ava. She's going to just sneak her way to the end.
Played a great game. I hope your luck runs out, though.
Is this the definition of insanity? Because I'm kind of feeling like it is. I have wanted Brien out for so long. I can't even. I swear it never works out. I don't even know what happened last vote. I don't know who the hell voted for me, or Meredith, or Erin. Like, I don't know. Like, I think Erin and I were the only people who voted for Brien, so I don't know if I should play the idol for myself or not, but I don't think it's me. I think it could be Joseph, and again, like, he's gonna get to the end! Like, people, open your eyes! Okay, I guess I'm done.
My vote is weird. I'm going for Ava. Just because I told Brien that I wanted to work with him and I don't want to go back on all of my alliances or I will look crazy. And I told him one-on-one, but if there is a situation where like I'm in the final, he's on the jury, I want it to kind of be out there that there was a kind of like a random vote or something. I don't know, maybe show that I didn't go back on it, but yeah, that's my reasoning.
I don't really have much of a choice here, so I hope for my sake that the social relationships that I've fostered for the past 7 hours will come in clutch. But if not, I was the challenge beast of the season. Sorry, Brien, it's you or me, and hopefully it's you.
I think this is going to be the last vote I make in this game. If I had time to scramble, I wish we could have done something together, but it was my only shot. I'm voting for you, Joseph, despite I don't think it's going to amount to much. But I had fun, and good luck.
I'll go tally the votes.
Do they add the music in post?
Yeah.
If anybody has an advantage or hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, there's that little... I gotta try anything at the wall here. There's that little paper that looks like a parchment paper by your head. Can I play that, please?
Unfortunately, that is not an idol or anything you can use. So...
You did
Gotta
that.
try.
Adam.
My God, you scared me for a second.
That gave me a
I
heart attack.
respect it.
Yeah, that was awesome stuff. Terrifying.
Anybody else? All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. I'll read the votes. Brien. Brien. Joseph. Joseph. 2 votes Brien, 2 votes Joseph. Ava. Ava. 2 votes Brien, 2 votes Joseph, 2 votes Ava. Brien. And the 3rd member of our jury, Brien. Brien, the tribe has spoken.
Y'all really, dang it. I didn't mean to quote chicken there, but thank you for having me, Prod. To the rest of the cast, y'all are amazing. Play hard, play to win, don't play for second place, and I'll see you on the flip side.
You sent out someone who y'all were saying had the advantages. We'll see if that was actually true. But with that, we're going to move on to the next round.
Yeah, I'm really upset. I really feel like if the twist wasn't the speed round, I would have had a chance to survive. I think people were itching to do Ava, but my name was thrown out there the round before and every round that I've been to Tribal. So people were just looking for the easy thing since we couldn't really talk strategy in front of everybody. And I've had a fun time. I don't know what I did that made me such a target and people wanted to take me out or wanted to have my name in their mouths from the beginning. There are people in there that are playing better games than me. Ava's playing a really good game. Meredith's playing a really good one. It's just really distraught that I was voted out. Happy that I made it this far, but came to an end way too soon, in my opinion.
when we got told that it was a fast round, I knew that I had to try my best to win immunity, even though I've won 2 in a row. Fast rounds where there's not much to think about, people grasp at straws, or one credible reason to vote someone, people would just jump on a bandwagon and fucking do it. So I was expecting probably someone to throw out my name because I just won the last 2 immunities, and guess what? Surprise, it happened. But I am so thankful that I put in the work in my social relationships between everyone that I started with, who I swapped with, and I really think that saved my butt. So I was very grateful that I knew I was going to cop some votes. I definitely think Brien was obviously one of the votes. And I think Meredith was the other one, in my unsubstantiated opinion. But as soon as I saw there was only 1 vote left and the worst we could do was tie, I was immediately relieved. Thank God.
During the quick round, my game plan was to continue my game plan of getting rid of Brien, which finally worked. I was starting to go insane. I had literally been putting votes on Brien for like rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds. And I'm like, wow, I must really suck if I can't get this one person out. I was like the 3rd or 4th time I'd voted for him, like the 4th time I'd wanted him gone. So I was happy that happened. I almost played the idol just because I was like, what is going on? And when I started getting votes, I was like, oh no. But I thought that if it wasn't Brien, it was Joseph. And while that would be bad for me, like I didn't want to play the idol for somebody else. Like if I wanted to play the idol for somebody else, I would have played it for Erin in the 2nd round of the merge, which maybe in retrospect I should have done. But that would have showed my cards. If people knew we were working together, I would have played the idol for her. But I don't think people would have been like, that is out of left field, and that would have put a huge target on my back.
Oh, the Erin boot. It was just so stupid and so short-sighted. I understood Erin looking at Brien as a threat, but it was so short-sighted for her to do that and then for Brien to retaliate, because it put her and then Brien the next round in the situation where their OG tribe is not breaking up and are just going to dogpile on now me and Meredith at this point, which I think is inevitable. It was very short-sighted. I didn't vote out Erin because I didn't want to, but just
I was going back and forth because me and her, we were the last remaining returnees, and while I don't personally see that as anything to be threatened by, it is something that people think about. It's just like, oh well, that's easier to just get all the last attorney out. So I like vaguely wanted to keep her as a like as a shield so that there would still be a returning as a bigger threat in front of me, but at the same time I could see that she could be persuasive, and I didn't really want her to get that much further in the game. So I went with her over, I think it was Brien in that round. I think, did I get a vote in that round? Yeah, I got a random vote in that round. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with, like, I know Julia voted for Ava at least once, so I don't know who's voting for me. But I don't really care as long as it's not everybody. But I feel like my time might be running out, and it may have been a better choice to have kept Erin, so I wasn't the last attorney. But it's also like I made it to like 5th, or I was like 5th one voted out. Like being a attorney like is not a threat at all. So it's silly that they're playing that way. But it's just anything to focus on if it is me.
At the end of this game, I'm still hoping to be like closer with Richard. So I'm kind of hoping that we can make it. If not, I will try to help him go forward. Like if I have to take a bullet, whatever, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't have anything. So I wonder who has something, if not him.
Or he
Because
did.
everybody was so sure it was him.
Wait. Oh, wait, never mind. I was like, if he had the legacy, he would have given that to somebody. But it's not final 6 yet. But doesn't that mean it gets passed on?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I can't like picture it being used in Survivor. Doesn't he have to will when he got out? If he had legacy when he got out, wouldn't he have willed it to somebody, and then at 6 that person gets something?
That's what I'm saying. It could very much still be. I don't know if it keeps getting willed. I kind of forgot about that one.
Right.
I didn't get it. I would have.
I didn't get it.
Right?
But I genuinely just thought about it now. I'm like, that advantage doesn't necessarily disappear with him. That's the point. It gets passed on.
Was the only thing from the fossils, we're assuming like one idol from all the fossils?
Yeah, so
Maybe.
we've had an idol, allegedly. I would assume someone's got it. We got the shot in the dark that was already used. And then, what was the other one?
The legacy possible.
Legacy. Yeah, I don't
Oh
know.
God, I'm telling you, he told me he had a legacy advantage. I'm telling you. I mean, he
We're
obviously could have lied. Like,
Trying
he
to
could have
figure out
lied.
where it went. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, he would have had
Or
to will
maybe
it.
he was just a wild card.
Richard, you have received the legacy advantage. Your name is now on the back of this, and it is yours to use.
Thank you.
It is grants you immunity at final 6, but only at final 6.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you, Brien. I really wanted to get to the end with Brien, like because I think that we would have been competitive against each other, but he was just such a big threat. And when somebody says that you have one advantage, like okay, like that can kind of be combated, but when someone thinks that you have two, like it's just such a big target that it was hard to talk anybody out of going a different way. But I do appreciate Brien. I feel like we were similar players, so I think that I would have done the same thing. Like I would have given it to him.
Okay, final 7. I hope your brains didn't turn to mush because you're going to need them to become paleontologists this round. You'll all start off on the Earth's crust and have to dig your way all the way through the mantle to the core by correctly answering trivia questions. If you're the last person in your layer of the Earth, you can't handle the heat and are eliminated from the challenge. First 2 people to reach the core will compete in one final question. If nobody reaches the bottom, whoever is in the deepest layer will claim immunity.
And with immunity comes reward. One of our amazing past castaways, Lydia, will pop on screen and tell you more about it.
Hey everybody, I'm Lydia. You might have
Hi,
seen me
Lydia.
on Trinity Falls. I also do have a little crafting shop called Mars Child Crafts. And so I'm excited to make one of you, whoever wins, a custom Survivor Torch embroidery hoop. And so you can pick out the colors that I use, beading, add your name to it, kind of whatever details you want, we'll talk it out. Yeah, it's a little interactive torch. So I'm super excited. It's one of my favorite things to make. Good luck.
Thank you, Lydia. That is definitely worth playing for. So let's get started. Let's do question number 1. Which was the first food distribution company to make Dino chicken nuggets? Is it A, Purdue, B, Tyson, or C, Yummy? So let's reveal in 3, 2, 1. Put your answers up. And if you answered A, Purdue, leave it up. Everyone else put your card down.
Whoa.
So JB is the sole person. Moving on, it was Purdue.
Meredith also answered Purdue.
Oh, I thought that said B. That's on me.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Good
you know what?
job, guys.
That's because-
That was
Okay.
Mama knows her chicken nuggets, period.
Okay. This question is not multiple choice. I'll actually need the answer.
Okay.
Question number 2. Barney and Friends was the breakout role for these 2 future Disney Channel stars. In 3, 2, 1, reveal. And if your answers are Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato, leave your card up.
I want to have
You
point.
know.
So we have Julia and Ava.
And Ava.
I read their joint book.
A lot of you were close. A lot
What
of
do
you
you
were
mean?
close.
This is ageist? I'm out of
It
this.
actually, that one was ageist. I
I
won't
got
Yeah,
half of it right.
The young ones got that one.
Question number 3. This is multiple choice. What color is Dino in the Flintstones? A, coral, B, magenta, or C, scarlet? 2, 1. If your answer is B, magenta, keep your card up.
Julia, Ava, and JB, and
Meredith.
Julia, Ava, JB, Meredith.
Question number 4. What is the name of the final location Littlefoot and friends are trying to reach in The Land Before Time? 1. If your answer is the Great Valley,
Oh my
leave
god!
it up.
I got it!
Richard
No way!
gets it right.
Yes! What? That was a total guess.
Man, immunity.
Woo!
Crazy.
Good job, Kitty.
Okay.
My cat distracted helped.
Question number 5.
Yes. Alright.
Which character from Friends worked as a paleontologist? Let's reveal in 3, 2, 1. If the answer is Ross, leave your card up.
Okay.
If I had put down Aisha Tyler's character, would you have accepted it?
It's the
Ava,
hilarious Ross Matthew.
I'm on the board.
Joseph,
I nearly wrote David Schwimmer.
Beth, JB did not, and Meredith.
Alright. Okay. Next question. True or false? Dinosaurs have been found on all 7 continents. 3, 2, 1. If your answer is true, leave your card up. So that is Ava, JB, Beth, and Meredith. Okay. How many total feature-length films are in the Jurassic Park franchise?
There it
Is it A, 3, B, 5, C, 6, or D, 7? 2, 1. If your answer is C, leave your card up. So that's Julia,
Have I been backwards this whole time?
Joseph, Ava, JB, and Meredith.
C
Okay.
was 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to question number 8. Who is the trusty steed of the Mushroom Kingdom? Reveal. If your answer is Yoshi, leave it up.
Of course.
And so I did get there because I put
Julia.
So Julia, Beth, and Meredith.
I thought Mario rated the end too, but I couldn't think of no horse. Y'all were next level.
Let's move on to the next question. This is also open-ended. Which supervillain did Rex attempt to beat at the beginning of Toy Story 2? Let's reveal in 3, 2, 1. If you had either Zurg or Emperor Zurg, leave it up. Julia, yours counts.
Does mine count? I don't have a Z. I said
Oh, you
Scourge.
also he is not Emperor Scourge.
I'm sorry, I had
So
to go
just Julia.
with this
I
official
said Zurg.
evil emperors first.
Okay. Next question. What dinosaur are chickens most closely related to? If your answer is a Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Wow.
leave it up. That's Ava, Beth, and Meredith.
All right, Meredith, you have secured your spot in the final 2 of this challenge, so you don't have to answer the next questions. We are just waiting on one more spot.
Okay, for the rest of you, what type of dinosaur is the main character of Disney's 2000 movie Dinosaur? Is it A, a Brontosaurus, B, Stegosaurus, or C, Iguanodon? 2, 1. If your answer is C, Iguanodon, leave it up. And that's Julia and Joseph.
Julia and Meredith move on to the final question.
Please move me up. I did get it right technically. I know I lost, but
She
like,
did.
That means, Richard, you're out of the challenge.
Hey, but remember, the one that he got onto the board with was the Great Valley.
Yeah, right? The one that...
Okay, now for the final question for Julia and Meredith. You're the only ones answering this. So, here we go. Rounded to the nearest million. How long ago did the dinosaurs go extinct? Closest without going over wins. Meredith, reveal first. So Meredith says 53 million. Julia? Julia says 65 million. And the answer on the dot with immunity. Congratulations, Julia. You have won immunity.
Good job, Julia. On the dot. That's
Nice job, Julia.
Great job. That's
It's just
Well,
remembering
the
that
approximation of the million.
I was in high school like 4 years ago. And that's
You.
Congratulations, Julia.
Well done.
You are safe from this vote, and you guys will have scramble time this round. So use it wisely.
it's my island. My island. I feel good. Does this put a big target on my back because I got the brains and I got the brawn? Maybe. But it means I'm in the final six. It means final six it's a easier chance to force a tie than it would be back in final I don't know 7. So yeah, feeling great, feeling so good.
We get to this challenge and it's a trivia challenge. Look, I love trivia. And I thought maybe I'll do intentionally bad at this, but unfortunately, I unintentionally was terrible at this. And I didn't do very well, which I actually think helped my threat level. I definitely tried, but most of the questions were just not in my wheelhouse of trivia, I guess. So I was actually glad that maybe this lowered my threat level a little bit from a challenge perspective. I'm definitely glad that Julia won, because I'm great with Julia. I don't think it would have been great if Meredith won, but still, Meredith, no one's talking about Meredith, which slightly worries me. But the less people talk about Meredith, I think the better as we go along and people are like, hang on a sec, no one's talking about Meredith. And then so that's just another target in the future.
I want to work with anybody who wants to take me to the end. That's priority number 1. But I've been working with JB since the beginning. Like, our alliance kind of crumbled when Emily went. But you know, we haven't written each other's names down. Like, I don't think he intends to write my name down anytime soon. So I'd like to keep working with JB. And like, the whole reason I have the idol is because Joseph gave me the second coordinate, even though I ended up getting a third. So I guess not really, but like, I would ideally like to see Joseph stay as well, even though I know he can beat me in competitions. But it's not that I necessarily want to sit next to them at the final 3, but those are the people I would like to work with moving forward. If possible, I want Julia out next after she doesn't have immunity.
Hi.
That was hard.
I barely got any of them.
It was so close. I love trivia. That's like the only thing I'm good at. So I'm like, well, that comp's behind me. Never gonna win anything ever again. Like, honestly.
Yo, Ava, what in the hell?
Does anybody know who's been voting for me the last? Because
I voted for Erin.
I voted for Brien both times.
Oh, okay. So you okay, listen, I voted for Brien the round before. So me and you were the ones that threw our votes on Brien when he had the 2, when it was 4-4-2.
No. I meant the Erin vote out, I voted for Brien, and the Brien vote out, I voted for Brien.
Oh, okay. Oh, I voted for Brien last round too.
The time before that, I voted for Beth.
That's okay. I respect it.
But we all voted for Erin last round, right? It was me. Oh, you did.
I voted for Brien.
The round that Erin went out?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And no, and it doesn't matter anyway. He's gone.
Yeah.
Luckily,
yeah.
he didn't have anything.
Yeah, I thought Erin had convinced me, so I thought that's what people were doing, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just confused who's voting for me.
It's gotta be Meredith. Meredith, and then maybe like Joseph or JB, but I don't think JB would do that.
I'll be honest, this last one I voted for you because here's my reasoning. I had a one-on-one moment with Brien where I was like, "You're my ride or die," and I had just turned my back on Erin, and I was like, "This would look really bad in the jury," so I was like, "I'm gonna vote someone random who's not gonna get out when I do this." And then there was 2 votes for you, and I was like, "What the?"
Someone's voted for me twice in a row, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out
It's got to be Meredith. If
where
that's
is she?
the only other person that her vote isn't accounted for.
Yeah. So I was in
wanna
the
talk
mystery
to-
second one this last one because I thought that it would not. I didn't think you were gonna
That's
get
fair.
two.
That's fair. We're
Yeah,
even though.
because it was 4-2-2. So Ava, me and you voted Brien, and then JB and Joseph voted Brien.
Mhm.
And then who else got 2 votes?
There was another rogue. I think Julia and Brien voted for Joseph.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, Joseph got votes. I knew Brien did, but who was the other one? Julia? Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
He got 2, I got 2.
Mm.
Brien got the rest. And then the
Wow.
round before, I got 1, someone else got 1, Erin and Brien.
Well, I have not voted for either of you the whole game. I would like to go to the end with you guys. I would like to stick strong with this. I would personally just like to get out Meredith this round. Unless y'all have another option. But I think she was the one that voted for you, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down at this point, especially if she just is
Yeah.
continue to vote for me for no reason. It's a little
Yeah,
silly.
I don't think that Joseph or JB will want to vote for any of us either, so they would likely be okay with that. But again, I want you guys to be able to, see an end game also with like me in it and whoever else that you think could benefit us. I really do like Julia though too, and she'll
Has
probably.
Julia played before? Did we establish, was she the other returning? I know it was Erin, and I think it was Julia.
There was Margret too, who was voted out first on our original
Yeah,
trial.
I
And
just
then,
meant from the
and then Emily was the other one. So it was, I guess there was 3 people, or
it was 4. Was Julia or Meredith the 4th?
oh, I don't know.
It was 2 on each tribe. So it was Erin and somebody. So it was either Meredith or Julia. And they
Oh,
said it at the beginning, so I don't think it's like a secret.
yeah, I don't know which one. But yeah, Julia's safe anyway, so I would say.
Right. Yeah, I'm just commenting.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess all the other returners are gone, either by Rob
Yeah,
or Photo.
Emily, Erin,
Yeah,
what can I think of her name?
which is good, like good for all of us, because I think if any of us went to the end with a like returner, we would probably have a disadvantage. You
Yeah.
know, it's like people would want to root for somebody they've seen before. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, all right, cool. Yeah, do we know, like, I don't know, like, if any of the production members can comment, do we know if it's final 3 or final 2?
I don't think we know.
We just kind of find out on the fly?
Yeah,
Well,
I assume it will be announced at some point.
yeah,
Right? Like it has to be.
yeah, I,
Oh,
Oh, he's gone.
he got taken too soon.
Yeah. I mean, are you down to go, Meredith? Like, I don't know why I keep getting votes.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused here. I keep like voting wrong. So like
Yeah.
at this point I need to be scooped up by something. Like I'm willing to work with whoever. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then if afterwards somehow you get another vote after, then we know that there's someone in. Maybe
Like
it's
what?
Julia. Who knows?
maybe. I'm gonna go talk to Meredith, I think, and try and figure out what is going on.
Yeah, I'll go look at somewhere.
Getting votes at the last 2 tribals leads me to believe I should play my idol at this next upcoming tribal. I don't know what's going on. Why people think like I don't want to be the like the center of the dartboard. Like people just keep hitting around. Like eventually it's gonna land on me. I just don't want to waste the idol. And I'm in a, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm in a placement curse. I've gotten 5th, like back to back to back to back to back. And so the fact that I can use the idol at 5 means I won't get 5th, but I think I might have to use it sooner. I don't know. I need to like decide if I need to play this idol.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm so thankful for thank you for not voting me. I trust you didn't. So
No, I was with that what I assumed would be the easy vote.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know where the other votes are going, but
Oh, that's behind us.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I feel like people are throwing hinky votes. Like there's been a lot of hinky votes, just like random.
Yeah, because it's like either I guess I'm missing every conversation where
Aww.
rub it
Yeah,
in,
you do.
lovers. Oh,
Get a room.
Yeah.
how are you feeling though? Hey, Julia.
Oh, she got yoinked. I'm going good. JB, I wanted to talk to you just because like I feel like we haven't really gotten to talk, but it's good to talk to you because I feel like we haven't gotten to talk. And I wanted you to know that I did not vote against you in the round where your name was up. So I've been like kind of thinking about
Well,
you
I'm
this
glad
whole
you're
time.
still
So
here.
yeah, and same here.
Yeah,
Same
no,
here.
these chaotic rounds, it's not really afforded us a lot of time to
Yeah, I
kind
feel
of.
like every time we were in the room, I haven't gotten to talk to you.
I never wrote any of your names down. Let's
Yeah, me
chat.
neither.
And your name's down either.
Let's chat.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all want to
I'm
start
gonna be
thinking about
honest,
jury? I'm not feeling good about my
I
this
don't
jury
want
on me.
I don't want Meredith to just go because that's how it's been personally, because I feel like that has no benefit to me. So like I'm not gonna write Meredith's name down this vote.
Is that what they're talking about in the other room?
And I don't know, I literally didn't go. I was
okay.
asking production a question and then I was
okay.
tech issues getting into the room. It just like
No, my vote's open. I've been with people throughout, voted them before. Like I'm trying to be flexible here. Like it's stale if you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally invited the house instead of trying to look at the breakout rooms. Oh, so I did not mean to invite you. Let's looking at who's in the other room.
Pardon me.
I mean, the 4 of us could be majority and we could make a vote here. I think we're strong players. We consistently do well in the immunity challenges. I think that's definitely dangerous.
Thank you for throwing me a bone there, but
No, you do like you do well. You were there in trivia. Don't count
sure.
yourself out.
I sucked at trivia so much.
A challenge beast, I am not. I appreciate the little flowers they tried to throw me when I was talking with some people. But clearly luck, numbers, talent, stamina, anything, none of my strong suits. But maybe something will come up soon that I can, smash it up if they don't take me out this round. It would be great. Well, my thing is, the one thing Erin did say is to watch out for Beth and Richard looking out for each other.
Yeah.
But again, and the numbers are dwindling, and
I think Beth is someone who just could easily get dragged to the end of the game, and that's a spot not for the 3 of us at all. Because like
I've written it down before.
She hasn't done anything. So have I. I've written it down before. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. Sorry. I'm just like.
I'll gladly extend that olive branch, Meredith, if you guys are down to be a 4.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Very down.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might just if things are talking like that, I might just if I throw your name out, it's just to avoid the
I don't know if they
uncomfortableness
are.
because it's so small now, but
yeah.
I don't know if they are. I was just saying like optically, obviously that's what it has been up to this point, but do have to think like who's going to just sneak on to the end, and I think she's a perfect one that someone like Richard would just want to like drag with him as like someone who hasn't done anything really.
Yeah. No, I'm totally down. Again, precedent's already set for me. We had a great few rounds here to survive after the tie. But no, I would love to switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm totally fine with that then.
Is it this a pile-on strategy, as in all
with
in?
how the throne votes have been going, I don't think we should suggest any other way.
No, I completely agree. It's just too much.
Yeah, well, maybe it's good because at this point people might expect that, and if they don't expect an actual,
but they might be a 3 right now. Like they could be
Had some shit up there.
If there's been 2 votes on Ava, I just feel like it wouldn't have been those 2.
Oh, confessional.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I voted Ava last time because
Oh,
someone had
nice.
voted her. Someone had voted her the round before, so I was like,
Oh, also confessional. Oh god.
But okay, but no, that works for me.
My game plan is to not follow through with any game plans because now I'm like thinking maybe the move is to vote Beth. And again, I do have the track record to show Beth, and I was already backed up here that I've already written Beth's name down. So Meredith would very much look at that. And if she's honest about never having voted me, this could be good for both of us.
I don't know. I think Beth is somebody that I wouldn't want to take Beth out. I would like to take like a Joseph out, but Joseph keeps being in every room that I'm in, so I can't bring that up. But he's very good at challenges. Like, why aren't we targeting him? But I'm open to the Beth idea, I guess. We had been on the second tribe together for a while, but then like I haven't really gotten to talk to her either. So maybe it is what it is, and we just take that route. But better her than me, I guess. They must not be because he was into that or open to
No,
it.
because I haven't been together since the first vote. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ava.
Hey, what is going on?
How's it going?
Does anybody know who's been voting for me?
No.
No.
It was not me.
Okay.
I didn't really have much choice that last vote. I voted for
No, I don't think it. Yeah. I just can't figure out what's going on. Why I keep getting stray votes.
Mhm.
Like, I'm just confused. That's all. like, just wondering what's going
Yeah,
on.
one vote, one stray vote.
Not for me.
Okay, but 2 stray votes.
And it happened twice. So like, just weird that it happened twice.
You know, that is strange. What are you guys thinking?
I have no idea.
I know. I heard my name's going around. So I don't know.
I'm like open to be scooped up by literally anybody right now. Like I don't feel like I have a lot of options given the repeat. Like like eventually they're gonna land on me. So I'd love like someone to help like scoop me up. Like I will work with anybody. I will do whatever.
I'm totally down. Let me look at the breakout rooms. Who we got?
I think everybody else is in confessional.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As the numbers dwindle, it just gets
I
we're
know
forced to talk to
there's
each other.
so few people now. It's wild.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Julia has immunity, so obviously not Julia. So that's Richard and JB are the 2 people who aren't here right now. I'm fine with either of those people, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Beth, what do you think?
I'm also just kind of going wherever. I have no. I did not expect to get this far, so I don't know what. I'm not sure what to do. Right now in this round, I'm gonna say this again, and if I get voted, I'm gonna talk about it again. I think I feel okay. I don't think anyone's going after me, knock on wood. Hopefully that won't bite me in the butt later, but that's how I'm feeling. I did not expect to make it this far in this game, so I'm just kind of coasting and doing whatever each round. I'm not sure what the best strategy is, so I'm just kind of doing whatever and hoping it will work out.
In this round, people are definitely alive to the fact that they think Beth and Richard are a tight duo. And I was like, yeah, I was feeding those rumors that, yeah, they definitely seem like they are. And people are really aware, like, we're down to 7. The smaller numbers that we get, and as a tight duo, it's not that great. And people seem to be going towards Beth. I would lean maybe towards Richard because Beth is turning into a bit of a goat at the moment. She's yet to really do anything, in my personal opinion. So I'm happy really if either go, but my preference this round would be for Richard to be the one that goes. So I'm thinking that maybe I do another hinky vote. It's been a tradition of mine. But if everyone's piling on Beth, just gonna make sure that Beth or Richard are not voting me, and I'm not collateral damage because I do not want that.
In regards to the end game, I was hoping that Brien had the advantages to play and Idol and Legacy to save himself so he'd still be here, but in light of that, what I would like to see happen is I get to the end with Beth and Ava, and then have Julia at Final Four, just so I don't get voted out. She'll be a bigger threat than me. It's going to be hard to get Joseph out. I think that if this round, if Meredith goes, I think that it'll be obvious that people want to target JB and Joseph. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to ride a fine line because I am gonna be wanting these people's votes if I get to the end. So I need to not be too devious to them and just lie straight to their face. I'm gonna have to handle things, with grace and kind of be straight up in some situations and then avoid it in other situations. Good job, Julia, on winning.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, I got straight to confessional after. But are we I talked to these two briefly. I would like to vote off Meredith if anybody else, I don't mean, unless you have a different plan, Julia.
I mean, optically voting out Meredith just like means I'm 100% next. So like
I don't think so. I want to work with you.
I don't know. It's just been like my entire OG tribe has just gone down, 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 down. So I just don't think it makes sense for me to vote Meredith.
Okay.
But like if everyone else is gonna vote Meredith, I'm not going to not vote Meredith. It just obviously like would be my first preference. I don't know.
I understand. Thank you for being honest like about it and upfront. Like I think that's like a admirable.
Julia, do you know
thing
who's
to do.
voting for me?
But I am.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I voted for you last round because you had to vote the round before, and I was like, okay, maybe people will vote Ava. So I wrote your name down last round. I'll be honest about that. I have no reason to lie. I told people in the last room I was in too that I had done that. I don't feel a need to lie about my
vote. The round before?
No.
The one that's the question mark.
Yeah, that's where it's weird.
This game is built on people being selfish, and to get out of this role, you need to be able to pitch yourself as exactly what someone needs in that moment. So I have to pitch, I don't have people right now. You need to flip on your OG tri-mates, use me. It's the only play that I have at this point because I am a threat. I have one immunities, and I know that's something that's going to be looked at sooner rather than later.
I also don't know if like Julia just randomly brought it up to try to get me on her side right away because it felt like it was the start of the scramble. And then all of a sudden she was like, oh yeah, everybody's saying Meredith. I'm like, bitch, where are you hearing my name? Like already, you're just in this room. So I don't know if she's just trying to like play me to try to win me over more by saying she doesn't want me to go and like making up this threat, or if they're really talking about it because it's only been a couple of votes here and there.
Would you guys be open? We're kind of just looking at other options here.
Yeah.
Beth.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
All right.
Death to Beth.
I just want to get, the next round and then go from there. And
this is a good looking final six, I will just say.
Yeah,
right.
I know. I mean, yeah, but I guess the votes are all here, right? Meredith, you don't have to tell me straight up. Who did you vote for Brien last round, or did
voted for Brien last round?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So
I don't know who the other Ava vote was.
I have no idea.
No, it was.
I know one of the votes from Brien was for me.
It was Beth. It was Beth because
Okay.
listen, before I came in here, I was with Beth and Ava, and Beth admitted to Ava that she voted for her. So
I didn't know.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I voted for Brien also. So, yeah.
I was scared he was actually going to pull something out, and I was like, I don't want Joseph to go home, particularly.
When he did that, I'm like, I'm cooked, I'm done. This is the meteor moment for me.
Yeah, Julia, I'm still with you, and about like there's no status quo here thing, like a side sweep from the beginning, and I'm still kind of comfortable with what was discussed, Meredith, earlier when we were chilling. So it's just terrifying now.
Like I said, I was just be open. Like I told Ava too that I voted for. I just want to be open at least as much as I can in the game of lying and bullshitting and all
Yeah,
that good
no.
stuff.
We're so
It's
actually
re-
honest with each
it's
other.
no, it's definitely respectable.
It's tough right now because I can't look at any of them and think, wow, I would sweep them in a jury. I'm trying to be adaptable. I keep my eye on the final three because I'm assuming it's a final two, but I guess no, it's a tie. If it's a final three, then I really need to get to work. It's gonna be an uphill battle, honestly. I don't feel like I have the best jury built, but I do have a good game going if I can survive a few more rounds. So hope and pray and just try to end up with the right people. Maybe like a Julie, I don't know. Everyone's good. Everyone's scary. This is tough.
Go into another
Yeah.
room if anybody wants to talk, because I'm a little confused and and we're not gonna get anywhere if we're all sitting here. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna move.
What's up?
I was like, I guess I'll just say nobody was coming.
Okay, I am still solid on that vote. Like Meredith, I really am.
Beth?
Okay.
There we are, right here. We have 4. I'm still thinking that, and based on what they're saying about who was voting you, that would make, I think, good sense
Yeah.
for you as well, Ava.
Yeah, the 2 votes for her were Beth and Julia.
Julia.
Yeah.
Well, then one safe.
Yeah, we could. Like I said, I'm okay with doing Beth. I don't know why Erin said that me and her were close earlier. I have no real.
That might have just been something to throw on it, but I
Yeah,
immediately like,
exactly. She did that in the last game. She would just like make up random shit and be in the confessional. It's like, oh, I'm just like
Right.
target on their back by saying they're a couple or whatever.
uh-huh.
So I mean, yeah, that we can definitely do that.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to waver. That's where I am.
Well,
Y'all saw how I
right,
was
so-
with Erin. Like, I want to be solid. I don't. Some people like to try to last minute want to have all these split votes, and I'm
3
like,
minutes
can we-
until tribal.
Okay.
Yeah, what's with all the splitting? I don't understand that.
I
Joseph
don't
wants to
understand
do
it
that a
either.
lot.
I've done the
Well, because Meredith, you got a stray vote too the first
Yeah.
week we did.
Yeah.
So like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't.
I don't know if people are just trying to keep people on their toes and get in our heads or what, but
It's more than likely the people that have been like winning immunity because they can kind of just do whatever really and not be questioned about it. So like I don't know, like Joseph's definitely played before in the other game, so like I know he knows what he's doing. So I mean that's most likely, but I do not know like for sure.
yeah.
Like my cat's
Oh,
adventure.
little void cat.
It's a black kitty. Yeah, you can't really see her that good, but she's
Cute.
she's a floofball. But
We're like 100%.
Yeah, I feel good on
we're
that.
solid.
Joseph, I'm still
Yeah.
feeling how I was.
Yeah,
you know.
Joseph, I hope you feel good after the last one. Like I felt
We
rock
got you,
solid
yeah.
at the last tribal, like that we were
Yeah.
all good. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, we yeah. So
The plan's dead, right?
yeah, yes. Correct.
Hey.
And we're all back.
Hi.
It's about to start
One
tribal
big
anyway.
happy
any second.
family.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're all here. I think that I can go ahead and safely play my shot in the dark this round because I know I'll be guaranteed safety next round. I don't really want to mess the vote up. I was thinking about just not playing my shot in the dark at all, and like if I get to the end, holding on to it and be like, listen, I played such a good social game. I had all these advantages. I didn't even need them. I didn't tell nobody about them. I kept my mouth shut. I stuck to what I was that I was gonna do, and I drove a lot of the votes, and I think people will respect that. And if I can just get through this vote, I will be in a very good spot because I'll be safe next round. It's just this round, whether or not I have to, when I go back, calculate the votes, whether or not it's worth it for me to play a shot in the dark or not. It'll give me, if it hits, it gives me safety twice and 2 times in a row. And then say I win at 5, I mean, I'm going to be sitting nice. So I'm going to have to think about whether I'm playing the shot in the dark or not for this round. But I'm definitely playing the legacy advantage next round if I get there.
final 7. Once again, Julia, congratulations. You have immunity around your shoulders now for the second time. Don't mess with her when it comes to dinosaur facts, people. Julia, how does it feel to be safe this round?
It feels great. Last round was weird. So going into this, kind of having like a little bit of a reset with everyone after like the craziness I was last tribal, and being able to feel everything out and feel comfortable in having conversations, definitely was great. And yeah, always glad to be safe.
Let's go back to that round, because it was, admittedly, as the host having to watch all you guys, y'all were very cagey. But like someone who was forced to not be cagey was Joseph. Joseph, you obviously, you and Brien had to like say each other's names there. Obviously, you're thankful that you're still here in the game. But what did you think of the vote count ultimately?
Let's not get it twisted, Alex. Brien didn't have to say my name, but he did. So I didn't have much choice but to throw it back to him. And so he dug his own grave right there and then. Thank you very much. Moving on from that, this is a new round. Yes, I copped one more vote than maybe I might have anticipated, but I'm not going to interrogate anyone about that and just move forward, really. It's kind of like, at the moment, water off a duck's back. It's me, to quote Jinx Monsoon.
Okay. Ava, you also got 2 votes. Seemingly, I felt like you had a little bit of reaction seeing your name come up there, so just talk about it. Let me hear your thoughts.
I mean, I can't hide anything that comes across my face, so like that's not surprising that I was like, what? But I have established who the 2 votes in the last round were. What I have yet to establish is who the vote the round before was. Yeah, I don't know what was happening. I was like, to be honest, I feel like people are just like buzzing darts around my head, and like eventually one's gonna connect. So I'm very worried. It very well could be me. I have a plan, but who knows?
Well, we all got a plan till we see a vote show up with our name on it, right? So, Elizabeth, how did this scramble round go for you? Like, obviously, in previous rounds, you did have your name out there. But as Joseph said, every round, you can take it as a new game. So, how are you feeling as you're trying to now pave your way to the end game?
I have been doing it, I think like everyone else has, where I kind of try to take my mind away from whatever happened in the last round. Like, going all the way back, JB, still, no hate, all love. It just makes things less stressful, and if you look at things more like logically, like, okay, well, why would they make that decision? It kind of takes any sort of like, well, they suck for doing that sort of emotion out of it. So that just makes it an easier way to play the game.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And as like we're getting deeper and we're getting closer to that end game now, like we are very close, everyone. It's just obviously we talked earlier about jury management, and no one wants to feel like they're being managed. But JB, like, how do you vote people out this game with the idea that they're gonna be willing to vote for you, and not only be willing but be happy to vote for you to win at the end?
That's a fantastically pointed question for me. I went into survival mode after the tie, and the next thing you know, a couple rounds later, you look back in the rearview mirror, and it's like, oh, I ran some of these people over. And it's scary, because I don't feel like I probably have the most grateful jury. It's when you get in survival mode, it's like I can't juggle all these things at once. I can't like gently sit a person on the jury bench each round. That'd be lovely, but we're getting down to it, and that's unfortunately not how it works. So it's just about, I guess, being able to plead your case in the end, but we got to get there first.
And getting there is half the battle, and you can't get there on your own. You're not sitting at Final Tribal on your own. So Meredith, like, how are you starting to piece together as the game gets deeper and deeper who it is you want to be able to sit with at the end?
I mean, I think that's something that we're all thinking about in different ways and trying to see who's a threat versus who's somebody you'd like to sit by. But I mean, I think the answer is different for every person, and every person has different opportunities. So we'll see how it plays out.
And then, Richard, what matters most at this point in the game? Like, obviously, as you go to vote, but moving forward, as you go into the final 6, like, what matters the most to you?
Well, to me personally, it's the trust that I built with the other players. I'm not really like reading too hard into it. I know like my challenge ability, so I'm not like, it's unlikely that I'm going to win a challenge, so I'm not focused on like people that are good at challenges or not. Like, that really doesn't matter to me. It's more so for me personally, the people that I know that I can trust that won't vote for me, and like we can go to the end together and I'll feel good about it. So that's personally what I'm looking at. I voted with a lot of people a few times and was true to my word of the way that I said I was going to vote. So I hope going forward it continues that way, because that's what I'm looking at.
Okay. And I think that's what we're all looking at. It's time to see who can truly trust everyone's votes. Let's get to it.
It is with a heavy heart that we give this a second shot. You've done nothing wrong to me, you're nothing but kind, and I think the jury feels the same, so I'm hoping this works.
I said I wasn't going to vote Meredith. I don't think this is actually what they're going to do, but I will be voting for Beth. It's tribal. Need to have at least someone in my corner going into the next round.
Yeah. No words, Meredith. Second time the charm? I don't know. We'll find out. This worked last time, so hopefully this actually counts this time.
This is a live vote change, people. Meredith.
I have absolutely no idea if this is what's happening. I'm like 99% sure I'm playing my idol because I don't want it. Even if I don't know what's more embarrassing, if I don't need to play it and I play it, or if I don't play it and I go home, probably both equally embarrassing. But I'm voting for Beth because that was the last name someone told me. I voted for her before, but I'm not at all confident in this plan. I think it very much could be me. I think the darts have been circling my face. So I'm voting for Beth, and we'll see what happens, I guess.
My vote is for Meredith. Again, no hate, all love. Just want to stick with the alliances that I seem to have.
I'm always conflicted going into these votes. Everybody seems like they're voting Beth, but then Ava said something about having a plan, so we don't know where the immunity idol is. And it'd be pretty badass of her to just know that all the votes are on Beth and then play that immunity idol on Beth. So because it feels like all the votes are on Beth, I feel like I might do another. See, but then the other name they could be on is me, and then I could be fucking up the vote and send myself home.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has an advantage or a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah, I'm not risking it. I'm playing my idol.
Alrighty, Ava does in fact have a hidden immunity idol. Any votes for Ava will not count. Anybody else? Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. I'll read the votes. Beth. Meredith. Joseph. That's one vote Beth, one vote Meredith, one vote Joseph. Meredith. Meredith. That's 3 votes Meredith, 1 vote Beth, 1 vote Joseph.
2 votes left.
Beth.
No way. No way. Don't do it again.
Beth,
Oh my
we
god.
are headed to rocks for the third time.
So-
Record for DCP.
So
Elizabeth and Meredith, you are safe. Ava, for playing your hidden immunity idol, you are also safe. And Julia, you have individual immunity.
Oh my god.
no! Let's
JP,
go, guys!
Joseph,
Let's go, girl.
and Richard.
Ladies.
The three that are on the wheel going to rocks.
Who is it? The boys are on rocks?
Good
It's
luck, y'all.
boys.
Yo, whoever threw the vote, man. Like, come on, what the heck? Why are we doing that?
That's crazy.
Like, why did someone have to vote for Joseph?
All right. 1, 2,
Hear me now, it'll be me. Because I'm on blue.
5.
I'm gonna be first.
Ready?
Oh,
Oh, I got
Not
yellow
anymore.
again. I got yellow again. Save me yellow. Keep going! No way! Keep going! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And JB.
Oh, I'm Joseph, not JB. Oh,
Yellow came through. JB,
The
I'm
game
so sorry. Oh my god,
has
that was like this
spoken.
close.
oh my
JB.
god.
the game is spoken. The asteroid hit you.
Oh my god.
That's
Congrats,
devastating,
you
I
played
can't lie.
amazing.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh,
Best of luck to all of you. I want to see y'all play the end game you'd love to see when you're watching the season yourself. So go hard, play to win, be messy, be entertaining, have fun.
You know, the dinosaurs died because like they couldn't evolve. I have fears for this group because you guys seem to love to not evolve and keep throwing things to rocks. So, will it happen again? Who knows?
Oh my god, my ego is like, they couldn't do it with the votes. They had to get me tied out. But when you get to a point where you're like, I can see myself in the end game, and then it's taken away from you like that. After bouncing back from getting in a tie myself, it sucks to go out that way. Ugh. Damn. Ugh. That sucks. It just sucks. But it's like, that's the game. And I feel like whoever's throwing votes, maybe they know this is happening. I don't know. I'm like trying to analyze it now, but God, no votes, and here we are. I was so close to getting through that and getting Beth out. I really thought I was driving this thing kind of soft, like subtly, and it hurts. But I went out in a great fashion, I feel like.